The Endicott College Writing Center presents How to Read Scholarly Articles. When we first encounter a scholarly article, it can be difficult to know which portions we need to read and pay the most attention to, versus which sections we could maybe put off until a later time. Each section just looks so complex upon the first view. When trying to figure out whether or not an article is going to be helpful for your project, first read the following specific parts. The abstract, found at the top of the article, is going to tell you a full summary of what the researchers did and their results. If that works out, then move on to reading the introduction to the study, and finally we want to look at the conclusion and results section. As you progress through reading the scholarly article, you're searching to find out if the information contained in the article is going to be useful in your own original research paper. If, as you go through the paper, you discover that this particular article is not going to be very helpful for you, it's completely okay to stop and put this one aside. As you read scholarly articles, it is very important that you annotate. Annotation means to make notes all over the article. Make sure that you're taking note of words that you perhaps don't understand, concepts that you think are going to be important later in your research, and also be sure to write down any questions that you have while reading, as these can prove very useful when coming up with your own research questions. If you find that all of the previously mentioned sections did prove useful to your own project, one other section that you might want to look at is the methodology. The methodology includes all of the instructions for other researchers if they chose to replicate your study at another time. Looking at the methodology can help us gauge the extent of the project at hand and the kind of results that the researcher was looking for. The methodology section is often a section students don't prefer to read, simply because it looks very complicated. It often has a number of charts and graphs, and sometimes even includes mathematical equations that the researcher used to calculate their end results. But don't shy away from this section simply because it looks complex. Focus on the textual information, and if you need assistance looking through the charts, you should definitely contact a professor, or perhaps even look it over with a classmate. The Endicott Library provides a large number of useful databases to help you gather your sources. In addition, they also have full-time reference librarians available to assist you via email, over the phone, or in person. Make sure you contact our reference librarians if you have any trouble finding your sources. And remember, the Endicott College Writing Center is available to all students, faculty, and community members who have questions about working with their research essays. Please make sure that you stop by or make an appointment online. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you soon in the Writing Center.